Hey everybody, Steve here. 50 years ago, Marvel gave us one of the best comic books ever in Giant Size X-Men #1. 50 years ago. Now, 50 years later, they are giving us one of the worst comic books ever, new Giant Size X-Men #1, featuring nobody's favorite character, Kamala Khan.
What? What the f-
I am not shocked that they're doing this. Marvel has repeatedly been sabotaging themselves, self-destructing themselves over and over and over again the last 15, 20 years. They've not been doing themselves any favors whatsoever. And this book proves they are still not doing themselves any favors. And I can think of three reasons. Three reasons why they want to bring this garbage comic book to life. One, they have no imagination. They are completely creatively bankrupt. I'm not the only one who thinks this. In an article written in Bounding into Comics, which I will leave a link to this article in the description below so you can read it yourself, the writer starts their article like this. Just when it felt like the publisher couldn't get any more creatively desperate than seriously reviving Gwen Stacy, Marvel Comics has announced that this summer they'll be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Giant Size X-Men Volume 1, Number 1, by throwing Kamala Khan into the time stream and having her canonically added into some of the titular team's most iconic moments. So, yeah, they have no imagination, so they have nothing else to offer anyone except this. Which brings me to my number two reason why they're doing this. And I don't understand this reason, but apparently they do. And maybe you guys can tell me in the comments why I'm missing this, but apparently they still want to make Kamala Khan a thing. They want Kamala Khan to be popular, and they're trying to push her onto the world and keep adding her into things. She didn't work in her own books. She didn't work in her own TV show. She didn't work in the movies. She didn't work in the NYX comic book. That book's getting canceled. Nothing she's in works. Nothing she's in is any good. So why in the world? Why in the world would they throw her into the time stream and completely destroy the X-Men? The article later on goes to say this. Mutant Kind is the grandest, most sprawling canvas in the Marvel canon. Moreover, it's the one the Hive Mind has been arguing and geeking out about since we were teenagers at our local comic shop, they beamed. Now alongside the absolute legend Adam Kubert and three more of the best artists in the industry, were posed to completely wreck and reassemble the history of the X-Men with our favorite hero, Kamala Khan, front and center. It's an honor, a joy, and a huge responsibility. Free Comic Book Day 2025, Giant Size X-Men #1 is just a taste. What comes next will be marvelous. I'm going to disagree with just about everything they said there. Yes, it is, a sprawling canvas in Marvel canon. It's something we've been geeking out about for a very long time. No, Kamala Khan is not our favorite hero. It is not an honor, a joy, and a huge responsibility to add her in there. And the fact that they're saying it's coming Comic Book Day 2025 sounds like a threat. Yes, it's sad. It's sad that they're doing this on Comic Book Day. They're ruining something good. They're ruining something good. Here's a list of the books that they're going to be putting out. You got the first giant size X-Men, and they're doing a whole rework of the Phoenix Saga, Age of Apocalypse, House of M. They're finishing it off with another giant size number 2. It's terrible. It's terrible. And the number 3 reason I think they're doing this, I've made a video about this. I've seen other people making videos about this now. Comic books anymore are not for the fans. They're not for me. They're not for you. Comic books are elevator pitches. They are storyboard ideas. They are IPs created not for the fan, not for the people who read comic books, but for the Disney executives in charge of making television shows and movies. That's what they're for. That's all they're for anymore. They want to create something that hopefully will get the attention of a Disney executive, and they'll make a TV show or movie out of. And seeing as how the X-Men are going to be coming into the MCU soon, what better way to get Kamala Khan back into the MCU so everybody can love her than to stick her in the X-Men? Now, if I was a conspiracy theorist and I had a very evil mind, I would do it this way. I would have the Avengers Secret Wars, which is the soft reboot. If they're going to follow anything close to what the comic book was in 2025 version, they pull in other people, other groups from other multiverses, and at the end, Doom just makes everything one world. Well, if you bring the X-Men in from a multiverse, and Kamala Khan's already been there, she's already been an X-Man in that universe, you can bring her in, add her to the X-Men, and there's nothing we can do about it. She's always been there. She's been the savior of the X-Men for decades. You just didn't know it. That's what I would do if I was a devious, horrible Disney executive who wanted to make Kamala Khan something she's not, a hero. But that's just me. You let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this kind of thing, leave a like, a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, it would be great if you did. There's all kinds of different ways that you can help the Nerd Way, help me as a writer, as a YouTuber. They're down in the description. Please check them out. Really appreciate you. Appreciate everybody watching the video. Unfortunately, they're trying to make Kamala Khan into something, and she's not.